Ladies and gentlemen, girls and guys, classmates, and to Mrs. Leo Duvida Lagrada, good day. De Villa Mary Rose is the name of the speaker and the leader of Group 9. I, along with my members, will present our Activity 12 entitled Biodiverse Ecosystem is the Foundation of Humanity's Existence, with the theme, Protection of All Living Organisms Contributes to Human Life. This will be the flow of our presentation. First, yours truly will present the group title, theme, and conceptual framework. Second, Ms. Escartine will explain the collage. Third, Elisan will present the objectives and introduction of the group. Fourth, Ms. Umabat will present the reconciliation of emerging human needs as regard to health and the need to protect biodiversity's growth. Fifth, Mr. Orlando will present the small ways that would promote safekeeping of biodiversity. Sixth, Ms. Barbadillas' presentation of the common human activities that can harm biodiversity. Seventh, Ms. Enriquez's presentation of the impact if harmful human activities will be stopped and prohibited. And lastly, Ms. Davila's capsulization of the whole discussion as to end the presentation.
Our group collage is our leader's chosen collage among all our group's output. We have agreed to choose this since this inline our theme, protection of all living organisms contributes to human life, also because biodiversity is the source of essential goods and ecological service that constitute the source of life for all, and it has direct consumptive value in foods, agriculture, and medicines. Somehow, there are ways and processes in ecosystems that are not apparent nor appreciated by us human beings. Think about the need to drink clean and fresh water, the need to eat healthy vegetables and food, or the need of man to transport, which make him rely on fuel. All of these are human needs that are answered and provided by our ecosystem. Ecosystem serves are the goods serves and that biodiversity provide. They include soil formation and provision of food and fiber, air quality and climate regulation, and the regulation of water supply and quality, and the cultural and aesthetic value of certain plants and species. All of these are evident to our group collage.
At the end of this topic, we should be able to, first, identify human activities affecting biodiversity in good and harmful way. Second, bring solutions in keeping people healthy while protecting biodiversity. And third one, associate good human activities to biodiversity's growth. Biodiversity is the foundation of all life on Earth, and it refers to biological variation in all of its forms, from plant and animal genetic makeup to cultural diversity, in ways that aren't often obvious or acknowledged, and people rely on biodiversity in their daily lives. Human health is ultimately dependent on ecosystem products and services, such as fresh water, food, and fuel, and which are necessary for optimal human health and productive lifestyle. If ecosystem services are no longer adequate to meet social requirements, biodiversity loss can have substantial direct human health consequences. It is profoundly important to the sustainability of all existing species, including us humans, through biodiversified ecosystem. We have this resiliency from any disasters or diseases, and therefore, since we are benefiting from all living microorganisms, as people, as individuals who need those livings in keeping ourselves alive, protecting them is an essential part of our life.
And without further ado, allow us to take minutes of your attention.
The ways that can reconcile the emerging needs of human beings regarding their health and the needs to protect the growth of biodiversity are using energy-efficient devices, recycling more, enforce fuel efficiency, develop wide size, and improve the management of protected areas. Also, by providing assistance to our locally sourced agriculture, we could correspond to the increasing human needs with the approach of sustaining biodiversity development. Encourage our farmers to use methods that maximize food variety, availability, and quality. By reducing transformation demand, in this way, we may be able to limit carbon produced, which leads to global warming. Lastly, recycling food waste into compost or livestock feed can be one of the innovations a person can make to help all ecologically living.
There are a lot of ways to maintain a wide and healthy ecosystem. That is through the 3 R's: recycling, reuse, and reduction, which will help to cut down on the amount of waste we throw away. Through this, they can conserve natural resources, landfill space, and energy. Plus, the 3 R's save land and money that communities must use to dispose of waste in landfills. Furthermore, welcoming local fauna that improve the diversity of microbes and fungi in the soil is another way. And of course, in homes, avoiding the usage of harmful pesticides, that chemicals that are toxic to pollinators, as well as in our communities, encouraging them or the local authorities to garden ecologically, build green roofs, plant miniature forests, or introduce other innovative solutions to boost urban biodiversity. Lastly, self-education is a must. In this way, we will be able to know more ways in keeping our surroundings clean and make more innovations in protecting the health of our biodiversity.
What do you think are the common human activities that can harm biodiversity? Human-induced changes to the environment such as habitat loss, resources, overexploitation, pollution, and climate change often have major impacts on the organism in the ecosystem. These changes can put stress on the species, forcing them out on their normal range or causing their numbers to decline. In some cases, a species' existence may become critically threatened. In these endangered species, population sizes have reached such low levels that the species at risk of extinction. Furthermore, when the species go extinct, ecosystem lose biodiversity. This decreases of complexity of ecosystem interactions, making ecosystem less resilient to disturbance. However, species don't have to go extinct for biodiversity to decrease. When the number of individuals in a population decreases, the genetic variation in the population also decreases. This loss in genetic diversity result in a population and that are less tolerant for the future environmental changes, further perpetuating the decrease in biodiversity, such as a loss of biodiversity within an ecosystem negatively affects the overall health of the ecosystem, which causes the decrease in the quantity and the quality of the services provided by that ecosystem. This can put the quality of life that humans enjoy as a result of ecosystem services is at risk of decline.
Biodiversity is a major factor that contributes to sustainable food production for human beings. If all those human activities stop and prohibited, there will be sustainability of the ecosystem, ensuring a better survival rate among all living against any natural disaster. Also, there will be no unpredictable effects, not only in wildlife or marine life, but also in human beings. The animals, insects, and all types of the form, including us, humans in that cleared area, will not be displaced or most likely be killed. The food chain won't be damaged, and human health will restore, as well as it will impact a biodiversified ecosystem. From this, we can clearly infer that when these harming human activities stop, biodiversity encounters no diverse change that may impact human health on such different levels.
Biodiversity is critical for human existence. However, it is also under huge threat globally. Through our small ways in our homes, communities, and in our nation, let us protect all species and the environment, for they are the foundation of our existence.